Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Crouere. Welcome to the Jeff Crouere Show. In this episode, we're going to talk about what's going on across our country as far as crime and what we're doing as far as the police. I shared everyone's outrage at what happened to Tyre Nichols in Memphis. Certainly, it was horrific. That man was really an innocent guy who was brutalized and killed by 5 rogue police officers. Someone that there might have been a personal connection with. Who knows? But that Scorpion unit in Memphis has now been disbanded. And of course, those officers have been fired and charged as they should have been. Now we've heard from the media, ever since that occurred, that somehow white supremacy was involved in this, white privilege, and that somehow that has infected the Memphis Police Department. Well, Memphis is an African-American run city. You've got an African-American mayor, African-American police chief, 65% of the population of Memphis is African-American, and all 5 of the officers involved were African-American. The victim was African-American. No white privilege or white supremacy involved. But what the media is trying to say is somehow those officers were influenced by that, which is ridiculous. What they try to do is divide Americans. What they try to do is pit one group against another. What they try to do is demonize the police. I am all for police officers who are brutalizing innocent people being prosecuted. Police should be held to a higher standard than everyone else because they are public servants. They're there to protect and serve. But we shouldn't be demonizing all police across this country. And let's look at what happened after George Floyd. A few bad cops. And then, of course, we had protests all across the country. We had police officers attacked. We had billions of dollars in property damage. We had 574 violent riots that occurred all over the country after George Floyd died. And what has happened since then? Well, we're not recruiting enough police officers. We're not keeping enough police officers on the streets. Crime is going up because who wants to be a police officer in this kind of environment where you're going to be called a racist, where you're going to have people attacking you all the time, when there's going to be so much monitoring, you're not allowed to do your job. In New Orleans, we've got a situation where you're supposed to have 1,600 police officers and there are 900. Why aren't they recruiting enough officers? Where there's a federal consent decree, which doesn't allow them to do their job, horrible leadership, unsafe conditions. It's not a pay issue. It's all the things that are involved in being a police officer in New Orleans and all the other cities across the country. We need to be encouraging people to become police officers. We need to be respecting our police officers for the job they do. And here's what they do. Each and every day, they put their lives on the line to protect and serve their communities. It's not for the pay. They're doing it because they want to be public servants. They're doing it to protect citizens from criminals. There are too many criminals roaming the streets and not enough police officers. So we don't want to get into a situation where it's going to be even more difficult to recruit police officers. So we need to basically thank our police officers for the job they do, pay them the money that they deserve, and try to help these police departments across the country recruit more officers. Stop calling everything racism when it's not, and stop demonizing good cops. The bad ones, of course, need to be weeded out and prosecuted, but those every day that put on a badge and help their community, we need to praise and thank them for the job they do. I'm Jeff Crouere. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow and subscribe to get more information. Go to crouere.net. You can learn everything about the shows and all our upcoming activities. Thank you so much for watching The Jeff Crouere Show. This segment is brought to you by The Patriot Shopper. This is all about folks buying American, buying local, buying products that are made in the good old USA, taking funds away from those big box stores where those monies go out of the country and to some Wall Street elites. Let's help our patriot business owners right here in America with good American products. Let's buy American and buy local right here in this country. Information is at thepatriotshopper.com. You can email at info@thepatriotshopper.com or call 718-869-9020. The Patriot Shopper. Folks, change the way you buy today.